What's up, guys? I think I'm gonna include this in the next vlog, but I needed to come on here because we're going back to the old school Michaela videos where she rants and pisses people off in the comments. But I just read this article on Facebook that really annoyed me. I'll leave it down below if you want to read it. But I read this article about old horses and senior horses. And I think it was posted by like a rescue page or something like that. And it was basically about old horses being rehomed and like this rescue getting these older horses and being contacted by their old owners in shock that these horses become emaciated, neglected, basically neglected and not taken care of. They have overgrown hooves, they're skinny, unhealthy, and their old owners basically act like they're shocked because they thought that they gave away their old horse to a good family or a good place. And this post was like made by the rescue page, basically talking about if you can't take care of your old horse or if you're gonna rehome your old horse, you should just put them down. And I'm not gonna lie, that's a really dangerous statement to make to somebody that doesn't want their older senior horse that doesn't serve them anymore to just put them down. Like, I'm sorry, if my grandma is old and has some arthritis and doesn't really work out anymore or get out of the house too much, should we just put her down too? Like, that is such a closed-minded statement. And I was reading the comments and some lady commented like, that's the kindest thing that you can do for a horse that's older and doesn't have value anymore to save them from a life of neglect. And I was like, no, bitch, the kindest thing that you can do to save your horse from a life of neglect is not to give away your old horse. Your horse not having value is not your horse's problem. That's your problem. Okay? If a horse is perfectly healthy and happy, just because they're senior and maybe they don't get ridden anymore, does not mean that they don't have value, okay? Are we just gonna start writing off old humans because they don't have value anymore? They don't work, they're not in the workforce, they're not active in society. Like, are we just gonna write them off too because they don't have value? Oh my God. Anyways, the solution is not to put horses down because you don't want to take care of them when they're old. The solution is don't buy horses if you can't commit to them. I mean, it's no different than adopting a dog, adopting a cat, or any other animal. If you cannot commit to having an animal through their senior years, then don't have them. Like, horses have spent so many years serving humans, being pets for humans. That is the utmost thing that any horse owner can do for their horse, is to allow them a safe, comfortable home through their senior years. I mean, if you cannot commit to having horses through their old age, then don't have horses. Like, I'm not saying that you should keep every horse that you ever buy. Obviously, I've sold horses before. Some horses just don't work out and you have to sell them at some point. But if you know that your horse has X amount of years left riding, if you are buying a late aged horse and you know that they're going to be older fairly soon and retired fairly soon, that is your problem. That is not the horse's problem. You bought the older horse. Don't buy them if you can't commit to keeping them through their old age. Like, no horse deserves that once the human decides that they don't have value anymore to just put them down. Just kill them, just put them to sleep, because I don't want to deal with it. Oh my God, I'm sorry. That just pissed me off because that is just, that's a really sad mindset to have. And I don't think if you can't appreciate and take care of your horse through his senior years, after all the years that he's served humans and served you, then you don't deserve to have horses. That mindset should not even think about owning horses, if you're just gonna write them off and dump them like trash when they get old. What's up, guys? Today we are going conditioning. So we're doing another conditioning ride for our new sport this spring today, and so I figured I'd bring you guys along. I brought you guys last time, but you couldn't really see that much of what we were doing because I didn't have my GoPro. So I have it today. I found my chest mount, so you guys will be able to ride with us. But yeah, I gotta go get my truck, gotta go get my trailer, and gotta go get Bebe, and then go there. My car just started making a weird noise. They're taking naps up there. Those lazy butts. Alright, I just picked up Bebe. We're running later than I told her we were going to, but we'll be there very shortly. And I had to unplug my trailer brakes because they're doing that thing again where, I think I've talked about this before. I don't know why the power is turned up or is just high on my truck. So it sends way too much power to the brakes. And when the wheels lock up, like I just basically drag the trailer across the pavement or the gravel. So it's like the truck is sending so much power to the brakes that my wheels completely lock up and it jerks my truck back. And then I literally could see the smoke from my tires in my mirror that they were dragging across the cement. So I had to unplug them. It's so annoying because sometimes they'll do that and sometimes they don't. Sometimes it's totally fine. But I had to unplug them, and my lights are also connected to the plug. So hopefully I get done before dark. And I won't have to plug them back in, but I guess if I do, I'll just have to drive really slow and slow down and try not to hit the brakes very much. So it's really hard on the whole brake system and the tires to do that, but yeah, anyway, on my way there now. Okay, you guys, so I'm editing this video, and this is just the epitome of my life. So I was all excited to bring you guys because I couldn't find my GoPro last time, couldn't find my chest mount, so I couldn't bring you guys along on the ride. So this time I found my chest mount, found my GoPro, actually Zach's GoPro, which is the black one. It was fully charged, so I was like, awesome, I'll take this one. And turned it on, and now I'm sitting down editing this video, and I see that this GoPro only decided to record 17.5 minutes of our hour-and-a-half ride. So how great was that? And the best part is that I turned it on when I was tacking up, so you get like 3 seconds of me on Bebe's back. So like the entire ride wasn't recorded. How great is that? That's just the story of my life. The whole story of my life, basically, is things just not working. And it didn't have a low battery. Like I said, full battery when I got it before I left. And it didn't die until towards the end of our ride because I heard it beep like it had turned off. It just, apparently, right after I got on, Bebe decided to stop recording, and I didn't know it. So that's just wonderful. So enjoy these clips of me like tacking up Bebe and trying to fix my stirrups and then basically nothing. So I apologize once again. I am a flop equestrian YouTuber. Okay, sorry. I know. You want to smell it? You want to smell it. I know. I know. Don't. Oh, God, okay. Orange is my color. I just somehow always acquire tack that's not orange. Yeah. Stop. On that endurance page on Facebook, I see all these people with their grays and bright green. Now I'm like, oh, now I want bright green. But yeah. Hold still. Hold still. Oh.
I scratched it. Oh, it's finally working. We were trying to hole punch my other harness a couple weeks ago. It was not working like crap.
Close.
These are better.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Should start with these.
Stop. Good girl. Oh, that's much better. Okay. All right.
Okay, stay. Stay. Sorry. I want to just for you.
Oh, what a good girl.
She tried to come along. She's still behind. I tried to send letters.
All right, guys, I just pulled out. I got a blanket on Bebe, or it's not really a blanket, it's like a sheet, just like a really thin sheet on her in the trailer so she can cool down in the trailer. They say like after a really long, hard workout like that, when she gets really sweaty, you want to put a blanket on them so that they don't cramp up. And I've never heard of that. I've never even thought of that, but it makes sense. So that, you know, they don't cramp and get really sore. She was really off today. And my GoPro died. Like, I turned it on before we rode and just left it on and it died. I'm pretty sure it was recording. Obviously you guys will know, but I don't know if I can catch it in there, but I was telling my friend, like, she seems really off. Does she look off? And when she would trot in the grass, she was fine. But if she was on the road, she was kind of favoring her front right a little bit. And last time we worked out, the barn owner said that she looked kind of limpy-gimpy afterwards. I didn't think much of it because Bebe is prone to hurting herself all the time. So I was like, she should be fine. Like, if she doesn't walk out of it, let me know. But she probably hurt herself again. But usually she just walks it off and she's fine. And she was fine. That was like 2 or 3 weeks ago maybe. And she's been fine since then. But she was just kind of off today and just really not feeling it. Like, not energetic. I don't think she looks very good either. So I'm not wondering if she's just kind of lacking some nutritional value. I know Luna is. Like, a little update on Luna. I'll show you guys her later when we get back, but she just does not look very good. And I know she is a hard keeper, and she's at the bottom of the herd, and I'm really hoping she's getting enough grain, because the hay that we have is just like kind of grass hay, just a grass round bale, and then we do soaked pellets and grain. So we do soaked hay and beet pulp mix, we do soaked pellets, and then grain, like just some all stock or sweet feed. So I hope she's getting enough, like that she's not shivering. The barn owner hasn't said anything about her shivering at all. She just doesn't, she looks kind of like sunk in, but I mean, I know she doesn't have muscle built up. Like Bebe has muscle. Luna has been sitting for a couple years. She doesn't have muscle built up. And she does lose faster than she gains, but I don't know. If you guys have any advice, let me know. I'll probably give her some separate when we get back, but Bebe's got some hay in the trailer. They also say right after a really hard workout like that, you want them to eat a little bit, because it'll make their, keep their gut moving. Sometimes not grain though, and I think that grain is probably a good thing, like pellets anyway, not to feed right after a big workout like that, because it's just so dry. So just some hay and forage and grass right after a big workout, like it gets their gut sounds up. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna pick her feet out before I put her away when we get home, and hopefully there's not like a rock or something in there that she bruised, but we'll see. Okay, lady, we're back. Oh, look at you in your little sheet. Are you cooled off now? Hold on. Good girl. No, these rocks. See, she's not usually that tiptoey on rocks. Like, usually rocks don't bother her that much. All right, she's being a good girl and giving her some grain separate so she gets some. I'm gonna try and pick out her feet now and see if I see anything in them. See guys, Luna just looks really like right there by her withers. See how it just looks? It's really like she needs filled out. I don't know, she looks like she's lost weight. Helena babe, yeah, you're at the bottom of the herd, aren't you? Aren't you, pretty girl? You gonna come see me? What a good girl. Come here, come get them. Come get it. Come on. You're shy, I know. You're a shy girl. Come get it. Come get it. I'm pointing this phone in your face. Come get it. You want it. Come get it. Dude, it's right here. Eat this. Fine. She's very shy. I think and one of her many owners hit her in the face a lot because she just does not like anything around her face. That's, I think, part of the reason why she's so hard to catch is the like throwing the rope around her neck and getting around her face, because she doesn't want anything near her face. Okay, Dolly, get back. All right, I just spread hay from the round bale. I always put 3 piles of grain in here and then I dump a bunch in the trough. But that's kind of my chore routine for the outside mares. We, a lot of times we'll just peel off the round bale. They had one in here, devoured it, so we've just been peeling it by hand, basically. Hold on. Oh good, she's over there. I thought I lost her. All right, Beebs, let's get that blanket off. Get you in with your friends.